Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy's Battle for the Stars 1/18 scale Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance. This is type C. So as you can see, the entire package just comes wrapped in a plastic wrap. So we'll go ahead and remove that and take a look at the packaging. Okay, for the packaging, just absolutely love the artwork on the front of here. It looks fantastic with that blue lightning or electricity around him. So on the top right, we have the Joytoy and Battle for the Stars logo. Skeleton Forces here done in white. Grim Reaper's Vengeance type C printed just below that. And on the bottom right, we have the scale 1/18. But that box art is incredible. Top of the box says Joytoy. Bottom of the box says Battle for the Stars. Side of the box, Skeleton Forces, Grim Reaper's Vengeance C. And the same for the other side. Now the back of the box, we have the top, Skeleton Forces, Joytoy, Battle for the Stars logo here on the right. Here we have product information. You want to go ahead and pause and read that on your own time. Company information. We have this gold QR code and this Joytoy symbol there. Here we have some recommended handling information from Joytoy. This is a warning, not for children age of 3. This is for this is not a toy. Adult collectible recommended for ages 17 and up. Made in China, and there's a UPC. This is a very nice window box. You have round Velcro circles here and here, here and here. And on the inner flap, we have a picture of the figure. And here's the figure inside its clamshell. Looks pretty good. Looks like my head is falling off. Go ahead and get that out of the packaging and see what it looks like. So here he is out inside of his clamshell. Before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the product insert. Do have a Joytoy logo, Battle for the Stars here on black. We have Skeleton Forces, Grim Reaper's Vengeance type C there, in black and white. If we unfold it, we do have the accessories. Go ahead and pause and read that on your own time. As a look at the figure all geared up with the shield upside down, and his accessories that it comes with. On this side is just some precautions on how to tear down your figure if you need to. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. Okay, here he is. So my first impressions is I didn't realize there was going to be so much gunmetal on the figure. It's not a deal breaker. I like it. It's cool. But, you know, thought it'd be more black, but that's fine because, I mean, for me, I think I use this as like the commander of the Grim Reapers. But let's go ahead and take a look at that head sculpt. Looks very cool. Very nice. We have the waterside decal eyes. There's really no expression on his face. Just basic haircut all the way around. Doesn't look too bad. It's like a dark brown hair. And then under his chin we have the red scarf. We do have the armor, chest armor or plate carrier just under his black harness here. Done very nicely. There's a lot of sculpt work going on. He does have these gunmetal shoulder, upper arm pads. This one has white Grim Reaper logo on it with 2 skulls and a sword. And this one has 5 done in white. Doesn't show up as well as with the metal and white. Doesn't, it kind of clashes, and you can't see the white as good if they would choose a different color. So for his stomach, he does have a really nice sculpt work there. You see that he has his exoskeleton on his, down the arms, on the back, down his spinal cord. Comes down to the waist piece, and it's like, I don't want to call it a belt because it's not necessarily a belt, which is attached to the leg armor. We do have a pistol holster here. We do have very nice design, and I like the color of the knee pads You have some nice bolts there. Really highly detailed. Black pants, pretty much like a black underbody, undersuit, pants, boots, and shirt with the armor. The gunmetal armor looks really good. So there's a 360 look at the figure. It's really cool. Pretty much the same exoskeleton that we used to seeing from the first set of these that came out. Give you guys another angle, just in case it's something you want to see. Nice to see that the joints are actually black. Very cool. Do have peg holes in the bottom of his feet. Okay, let's take a look at the articulation. First with his head. Scarf definitely gets in the way of the rotation of the head. It is removable. And here is the neck joint. And it looks like it moves down inside the base of the neck. And down, up. Fits a little better without the scarf, for sure. So you can get down, up, side to side. But when you put on the scarf, it's definitely hindering its ability to rotate. So that's going to be pretty much throughout these figures because of the exoskeletons. It's going to hinder articulation. So for his arms, as you can see, as you manipulate the arms, the exoskeleton flexes. So it's going to really hinder. So that's about it for the up with the exosuit on. Now if you take the exosuit off and armor off, and you're going to get a really nice articulated figure. It's just because of the accessories. So keep that in mind. So as we rotate this, let's see if I can get you guys to see it. It's pretty much going to stop me about right there. Because I can't go fully 360 with the exosuit, but you can without it. See, the elbows do bend, so you do get a nice 90-degree bend ratio with the exoskeleton on. The hands, the wrist, 360. They're on that new ball joint that just kind of like floats all the way around in 80 directions. It's the newer style. And do know that the new PLA Trooper, I think they have the old style hands, but these ones have the new ones. Okay, so the hands are the same for articulation. So for his chest, he does have chest armor, but you can't use it because of the armor. But you can get it side to side on the waist. And then with his head again, a little bit of an ab crunch. Sometimes you can just add a little bit too much gear to a figure, and that's what causes those problems. It doesn't seem to want to sit very well because of all the gear. Obviously, he does have thigh rotation, which is really good. It's pretty much the same buck we're used to seeing. We have double jointed knees. It looks perfectly, works very well with the lower exoskeleton. Feet do pivot down, pivot up. Yeah, there's a 360 rotation there too if you want it, but it gets in the way. This little piece here gets in the way of the rotation. So, if you remove all the gear, you get a better articulated figure. But with all this gear on, it's just hindering the articulation. So. But it is, aesthetically, it is a very nice looking figure. The back here, nice sculpt work in that back plate of his vest. It's really good. It's a very nice looking figure. The playability is definitely hindered. So, alright, so set him there. Let's take a look at some of his accessories. First I will start off with his helmet. So this one, focus, there you go, has the white instead of the red skeleton mask. Looks really good. Got the black eyes, very large nose, and then the bone or whitish color skull face. Black helmet, lock on all the sculpt work, devices here on this side, and it looks to be an over-the-top fit. No interchangeable heads. Yep. Fits very nice. Nice and snug. That's how that looks. That looks pretty evil. Alright, that's cool. Keep going on with the evilness. Let's just go right to the battle axe. We have a really dark gray. It's not the same color. It's like a dull gunmetal, very dull black handle. I think there's a hole right there in the bottom. Very cool. Looks very menacing with that skeleton mask on, my helmet. See how well he holds this thing. There he is. Man, that looks pretty. That looks pretty killer. Very nice sculpt work there on the axe on the back. Very cool. Looks like he's ready to do some damage. So it looks like for his weapon, he has this weapon. This looks to be a weapon from the 10th Legion Flying Cavalry guys. Just got a very nice gunmetal and black overall paint. Oh, I think the black's probably molded in black, and the gunmetal's the paint to be more precise. Nice clip. Very nice, kind of shiny with the light. It's very nice. It's an interesting weapon. Very cool. And we get his battle shield. It's two-tone. We have the darker gunmetal, dingier around the base, the two handles on the side. We have this Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's logo, done in white. You have these little sharp ends here. Just the back of it's done in that dull gray, gunmetal-ish color. It's just a peg on there. Must be a handle somewhere. Let's take a look and see. So in this corner we have this little baggie that just fell. Some gear in it. Does look like it has a handle in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of there. Okay, yeah, he does have that handle for the shield. And all you have to do is just simply put it over the peg. Oh, that's right tight. There we go. Like so. Also in that little baggie has this knife. This is the gray blade, black handle. Also in the bag we have this very small pistol. I bet this is going to get lost. This is a very, very small. Done in all black. And then he has two sets of hands. See here, so we have a punching hand here, a gripping hand. So that means we have another punching hand and another gripping hand. So two punching hands and another set of gripping hands for your choice of tolerances for holding his weapons. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of his other accessories that he can hold. Here is his knife. Holds that very well. You can definitely also probably put it upside down if you wanted more of a tactical look, or more of a evil look to the guy, I guess. I'm gonna get into a knife fight with this guy. Fortunately, I don't see anywhere on the figure that you can store his blade, which is a bummer, because there is some space here on the legs they could have utilized. But fortunately, we do not. Okay, here is him holding his pistol, I guess. I think the pistol is entirely too small for this figure. I can't believe how they can't get these pistols right. It's either the holster or the pistol. The hand looks much bigger, and the finger kind of doesn't really fit very well in that very small hole. I mean, it's tiny. But it's so small, it shouldn't have any problem fitting in his holster. Nope. Goes right in. So I guess you gotta just give or take with these pistols. Either hold them very nicely, or they don't fit in the holster, or they fit in the holster and they don't hold them very nicely. But even changing out the hands isn't going to fix it, because you're not going to be able to get that hand like this. This hand has a trigger finger, so those are just like that, and you won't be able. You'll have that trigger section out above his hand. Here he is with his assault rifle or energy weapon. Those are pretty good. You can bring the other hand up underneath the front of it. Seems to work out pretty good too. I just lost it. Yeah, so you can, yeah, so it just keeps falling out. I'm not sure if I even have it away because I can barely see through the camera. So that's stock, really. Yeah, it's a perfect length stock for this character. Looks really good right there. I love the color of the weapon. It looks great with this guy. Yeah, very nice. I do like it. Alright. Okay, here is with his shield. Looks really cool. So you just basically peg into his hand, and then there's a C-clamp that goes over his wrist. Looks really, really good. So I guess my final thoughts for this. I like it. I like the aesthetics, I like the color, I like the design. I love the white mask. I think it's going to do for me as a commander type for my Grim Reapers figures. It's expected to do articulation. At least on my unit, the head keeps wanting to fall off. It's fatally because of that red scarf. Overall aesthetics are very, very nice. It's the same buck you're used to seeing, but the paint, the silver paint really sets it off with the white. I think I like it. So it is what it is with this figure because of the exoskeleton for the articulation. But if you take that off, you can get a nice well-rounded articulated figure. So I do recommend it. It costs around, when it first came out, pre-order from China was like $26. So I'm gonna put this around $26 to $35 versus from China to the United States. If you're interested in this figure, they are currently available. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. Please like and share the video. I have more Joytoy videos coming here in the next week. Several more, because I actually have some more figures to review. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next review.